Good morning, everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend with a modified spring break. I just want to get in touch with you on some of the things we'll be looking at this week going forward. I know there were about 12 of you on the Zoom call last week when I went over this, but I want to just put it out there for everybody to see. As far as expectations are concerned, starting on the week of 4/6 to 4/10, which was last week, I put out there that we should start to be in position to know important dates. Where you can find those dates, if you go into the distance learning tab on Schoology, you should see a link for the forever dates. And with that, additionally, you should see a quiz for those forever dates. These must know dates range in everything from 1607 with Jamestown, going down towards the end of period 7 with World War II and the attack on Pearl Harbor from 1941 to 1945. Now, this week, we are using a new platform called Flipgrid, which I'll explain to you all in a couple minutes. But we want to look at the significance of these dates. It can be argued that all of these dates that are on here are dates that are significant and could be massive turning points in their own right. So that is where you all will be in a position to talk about these dates in a short period of time, because studies have shown that if you are able to discuss material out loud verbally, you have retained 90 to 95% of that material. So it is a definitely an effective way of making sure that you are going to be in a great position for the upcoming AP exam. Now, in the following weeks, so starting next week and every week leading up to the exam in mid-May, we are going to be using those dates as jumping off points for the potential DBQ that we could see. It has come down that the assessment will be a 5-document DBQ, and you will have 45 minutes to complete the DBQ. We're working on getting some information about what the rubric's going to look like. Instead of being out of 7 points, it appears it's going to be out of 10. We don't know exactly what will be on there for the rubric itself, but we have a good idea. And my Zoom call tomorrow should be able to highlight some of that. Now, first thing I want you to do, if you are just seeing this, go to flipgrid.com. You can access Flipgrid by a regular desktop computer, your cell phone browser, or you can download the app. Once you're on flipgrid.com, the password for this is going to be Brennan4484. So you would just take Brennan4484. You would then go to flipgrid.com. And just really simple, flipgrid.com. And then from there, you can scroll down and you can see where it says enter a flip code. Once you put the code into Flipgrid, it'll bring you to a page, and you'll have two options because those are the only two things I put up there so far. The first thing I want you to do is get comfortable using this platform. And the first thing you should do is click on where it says time to say hello. In there, I'll just read this word for word. Okay, I guess we're using Flipgrid too. Can you tell me what your favorite ice cream flavor is? And if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you eat that said ice cream? And looks like we already have 6 responses in here. It should be very quick. This is informal. Please do not, record yourself 4, 5, 6 times to make sure it's perfect. I'm just looking to make sure that you can at least, put yourself out there. Now, if I were to click on somebody's, I'll use Drew, for example, because I used his in class before, I'll be able to see this.
My favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. And if I could go anywhere in the world, it'd be Bora Bora.
Okay. So thank you, Drew. I appreciate your help being a volunteer for that. But once you have finished this Flipgrid, just to make sure you're comfortable using it, I would like for you to go forward and look at the significance of those forever dates. So this is your main assignment that will be due this week. Please record the significance of the first 10 forever dates events. Now, what I'm going to hope is that you can look at these events and break it down into a very quick, 15, 20 second per event, manner where you could say why their significance. For example, Jamestown in 1607 is significant because it established the fact that England would have permanent colonies in the New World. That's all I'm looking for. Nothing big, nothing major. If I were to scroll down and look at, I don't know, say the Spanish-American War. The Spanish-American War in 1898 had significant impact on U.S. history because it led to the creation of the United States being an imperial force. And just very quickly, very briefly, I'm not looking for a synopsis of what the event was. I'm just looking for what the significance is. For those of you that are struggling and or need some guidance, inside of Schoology, I've also put in the time period sentences. And these sentences are right here. I pass it out probably in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the school. But they have a lot of these events embedded within. So, for example, from 1754 to 1763, French and Indian War. It goes on to say the British colonies united to fight a common enemy. The end of this war would ultimately mark a turning point in relation between Great Britain and her colonies, as well as set the stage for the American Revolution. That, you can summarize to your own words, but you can easily use that when it comes down to, oh, look at that, the French and Indian War. It's the fourth event there. So keep that in mind as you start to study for this. Outside of Flipgrid, I think that will be the last platform I'm going to introduce to us during distance learning, but it will have its uses going forward. In regards to grades, just wanted to put it out there that I have been keeping a grade book for this, and grades will be posted. The assignments that we have on here so far, we have the Today I Learned assignment in distance learning. There was a Pear Deck. There was a Forever Dates quiz. And this Flipgrid assignment are the 4 major assignments that we have looked at so far. If you would like to petition to have me reopen one of these so you can do it again, please send me an email and or get in contact with me on Remind to let me know why you missed it and ultimately how you plan on making it up. Other than that, I think I have covered just about anything. If you have questions or comments before our Zoom call tomorrow at around 11 o'clock, please let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. And once again, hope you had a good, albeit, shortened spring break.